They enjoy to play football. They have fun on the pitch, in the training session, and in the games. That is the best prize for the managers.
Bon dia, Pep.
Bon dia.
Thanks for talking to SFR Sport.
No problem.
You average more than 70% of possession this season, more than any other team in the Premier League since possession is calculated. Why is it so important for you to have the ball?
Because when I have the ball, I have the chance to score a goal. And when I have the ball, the opponent has the chance to score a goal. And that's why I want the ball as much as possible. That is the first reason. And the second one, the football players became football players because they enjoy to play with the ball. And I try to, to let them enjoy, remembering, when they were young players.
So maybe, for instance, in Barcelona, in your build-up, you attacked 35% through the middle. Here it's less, around 25%. How did your build-up change from Barcelona to here, and why?
What is the tactic for the quality of the players? When you have Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Messi, Cesc Fabregas, these kind of players, it's normal you play in that position in the middle. When you have players here like Sané or Sterling or Kevin De Bruyne, like the players we attack more the spaces, you play in different ways. The football, there are the fundamentals that are quite similar, but you adapt to the quality of the players you have, and that's why it's a little bit different.
So you can adapt. People generalize and say that you have one way and you play all the same way, but it's not the case. You attack differently here than you did in Barcelona and in Munich.
Yeah, of course, but the fundamentals are the same. So the way we want to play is the same. But if you have strikers like Lewandowski and Thomas Müller, I have to make crosses. Because they are so strong in the box. When we don't have players like them, like for example Sergio now, Aguero, we have to find another solutions to find. So the way we finish the attack or the way you make the quality in the middle, of course it depends on the quality of the players. But it happens in basketball as well. So it depends on the quality of the players you have.
This season also you average 131 passes per game, more than any other team in the history of the Premier League. Why is it important for you to play from the back, and how does it define your play also?
A lot. So I try to move the move to try to the well-organized defensive opponents move them. So the pass, the ball when it's quick created problems in the defensive structures. Always I believe to move the ball right in front, back, right, left is more difficult to control than frontal balls, and that's why we try to do that.
Isn't that sometimes risky? There's that risk element that you have to deal with.
Yeah, if you lose the ball, you can sit a counter-attack. That's true, it's a risk, but I think it's more risk when you don't risk.
All right. You've scored 14 goals this season after sequences of 10 passes or more. How important is it to be patient in your build-up?
No, a lot. So it depends. Sometimes there are teams like make high pressing, you find the spaces sometimes easier or not easier, but may have more space, and the other ones maybe defend deep, 11, 10 players in the box. Okay, you have to find a way to attack them.
So what spaces do you look for when a team defends deep with a low block, for instance?
First, to be wide. So it's impossible when defend deep to be narrow. and after that you hold them. It's first of all to be wide, and after, in the right moment, attack runs in behind.
Yeah, we have also seen projections from players, from midfielders, to go behind, even in front of low blocks. It's quite hard to find space behind. So is it because you have great passers or great players to look for space?
Yeah, when defending the box, the box to the goal is meaner, no? So there are not too many meters to attack them. But it's the same with you travel with the ball and your structure defensive is together to your offensive structure. You can do that. The difficulty is when your defensive structure is far away for your strikers. You want to make that passes. When you don't reach that pass, always a counter-attack for the opponent. That's why you have to try to drive, to go all together. So the team has to move all together with the ball. If don't, you cannot play in that way.
Aguanta Mascherano, presiona Iborra, balón atrás para Ter Stegen, corre Joaquín Correa para incomodar al portero de Mönchengladbach, pero encuentra una vez más la salida combinada del equipo de Luis Enrique Martínez. Balón profundo de Iniesta para que avance Neymar, encarando por enésima vez a Mariano Ferreira. Sigue Neymar, pelota en la frontal, devolución deliciosa de Iniesta, no atacó.
And that's also important when you lose the ball, to recover it quickly. Generally, you recover it in 4 or 5 seconds through efficient pressing. Why is your pressing so efficient?
Because we are together. We are the distance between us is short. So even in the faster or the quicker or the more physical players, when the distance are far away, you cannot arrive because the ball is always quicker than us. So that's why it's try to move on in the same time. So when you lose the ball after a sequence for 10, 50, 20 passes, that helps us to be together. The sequence of the passes is to move and to be together. When that's happened, you lose the ball, always your action is the 4 or 5 meters, and you can do it immediately and quickly. And after you can make the transitions. When you lose the ball at 40 meters, you lose the ball, that guy cannot arrive to press him. That's why it's more complicated.
So the ball organizes you and disorganizes the opponent.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
You're always looking for new solutions, new adjustments, sometimes kind of invent new things like fullbacks going inside. How do you see the game evolve in the next few years?
But sometimes depends of the opponents how defend. For example, the last game against Cardiff, they made man-to-man. The way they defend is completely different when defend in zonal marking in 4-4-2 or 5-4-1 is completely different. So the way you defend, the way you attack, it's completely different. So that's why it's not just about us. Always you have to know what they do to attack better, to defend better.
So you don't really know what will be next invention in tactics?
No invention. I didn't invent absolutely anything, guys. I didn't invent, no. I just feel the football in that way. I see my players. I try to, how they connect between each other. And after that, you do that.
Last season you were asked if you needed to change your way of playing because the results did not really go your way. Does your success this season give you extra satisfaction to show that it was possible to make it work?
Believe me, I'm not here to convince you or convince all the media. The media will convince if I win. If I don't win, I will be criticized again. Why? So it's simple like that. So I'm not here to come here to say now I am smarter than you, but tomorrow I'm going to lose. But I said the last season, I said now. So when we did it last season and doing now is because we believe, or I believe that is the best way to win games. And of course to win games you need top players. So in the big clubs there are top players, we need that. And of course to the players you have to buy it.
Going your way.
I have doubts. When you don't win games you have doubts. If it's able to do that or like this, but it takes half day. You know, few hours, and after that I remember what I like, what I like to see my team play, and just insist. And I remember for all the sports in the world that there's no team in the world winning every season all the time. So sometimes you need to leave that to realize what you have to improve, what you have to get in better. It's simple like that. So what I lived last season is part of the process on your career, like a manager, like a football player. So the important is the intentions. That is the important. What we try to do, and after the results are the results. So I want to be judged for the intentions, and the intentions are always honest. It's try to take the ball, to try to play, to try to attack, to do what we have done, almost 3 goals in by game. That is when I try, the intentions. So the intentions are good. After win or no win, the teams are good as well. They are the teams and they got good manager, good players, and you can lose games. That is no worry about that. So I don't know how many titles I'm going to win this season. Maybe 0, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe, I don't know. But the job is already done. So in terms of, we did it. So we can play in that way, in that country, and the people say, okay, they like to play, or they enjoy to play the way we play. That's the point. So always I will retire my career, said, okay, we were in England, and we were able to play in the way we want to play. That is my satisfaction. Of course, it will be credit if we lift the titles. If not, that just is worse. But in the individual satisfaction, that is the most beautiful thing. To hear the players, they enjoy to play football, they have fun on the pitch in the training session, in the games. That is the best prize for the managers. So that is the reason why I came here, to take that challenge, and that's why I'm happy.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you to you. Thank you.